Hi, Jody. Thanks for joining us today. Uh, I'm Deb Bell, the Executive Director of AIM Academy Online, and I'm with Jody King, who is a longtime friend of AIM Academy, but joining our faculty finally this year. Jody is a very experienced, award-winning science teacher, and she's going to be offering AP Psychology at AIM Academy Online. This is a course that I have wanted to offer to our students for a very long time. My own kids took AP Psychology as one of their first AP courses when they were in high school, and I was very glad to get it off the list. It's a requirement for many majors. Um, and I really like the textbook that Jody has selected. It's an updated, revised version of the textbook that my own kids used. And there's just a lot of upside to AP psychology. So, Jody, I wanted to just start by letting you talk to our families a little bit about your unique approach to this course. What can students look forward to taking AP psychology with you?
Okay, one of the things I love about teaching is helping kids learn how to learn, finding out their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and improving those weaknesses so they can be the best learner that they can be. And that fits really well with studying psychology because there's a lot in psychology about how humans learn, about the brain, and about techniques and strategies to improve things like reading comprehension and retention of what they've learned, and even retrieval of what they've learned. Like, on test day, when you are thinking, oh, I know this, but you can't just bring it out. So we learn about that. We learn about that from the scientific standpoint, but I also employ teacher strategies that I've learned throughout my 32-year career on how to get students to habitually use some of these strategies so that by the end of the year, it's second nature to them and they can use those techniques in any subject that they take from here on out.
That's great, Jody. And I know that's one of the things we want to emphasize at AIM Academy. We want to help our students become lifelong learners. So I think AP Psychology is just a perfect course for giving that students time to focus on how they learn and really empowering them. So I do think that that's a unique benefit. What are some other things, that you're going to be studying in AP Psychology, or projects or activities that you think students are going to find very engaging?
So some of the fun things that I have planned for them, built in some of the activities, they get to pick a fictional character. So it can be a character that they read about in a book, or it can be, a character from a TV show or a movie that they love. And they study some behaviors of that character, and then they match it to the part of the brain that we're studying about, and where that behavior comes from. So I think so. It's kind of a character analysis type
Mhm.
activity that I think that they'll really like. There's another one when we're learning about how we perceive things through our senses with vision and auditory. We look at clips from magicians, and we study, like, how did they trick us? So how did they deceive us with this? And that too can be even TV commercials or clips from TV shows that they'll analyze, and magician tricks. How did they deceive us using our perception? So those are two fun activities that I think that they'll enjoy. And there's also some choices. They get to choose some things that they get to show me that they've learned well. So there's some choices that they get to make too. Um, I do a lot with, I do a lot of practice questions, a lot of practice testing before the actual test. And even after they take the test, they will analyze it to see what they learned well and maybe what they didn't learn so well. And I allow them to choose a project to earn test points back on that they show me how they understand their weakest area from the past test. So,
Oh, I love that. We're very big on a growth mindset here at
mhm,
AIM Academy. So that kind of approach is just really giving students, no penalty
mhm,
for not learning as long as they are becoming more self-aware about their own learning strengths and weaknesses and developing strategies to continue to improve. That's terrific. Jodi, one last question. Like, what
mhm.
about students who really are new to advanced placement? What kind of support can they expect from you? What kind of assistance, to help them really be positioned to succeed on these college level exams is what
Yeah.
AP testing is. So, how do you support your students?
Okay, so I'm going to start off using a reading strategy that I developed. Uh, I will teach them how to use it in very very early on, and I will require them to use it the first unit. It's unit 0, um, but then and hope that I instill that in them. It's a way to read that helps them understand. I do a lot of reflections where they write a reflection after each assessment to see, it's data analysis and then a personal reflection, and I hope that that becomes second nature. So I do that with them slowly in the very beginning, and I talk to them a lot about communication is key. They have to let me know if they're not understanding, and then I will meet with them one on one to help them develop those reading strategies or develop those reflection strategies, because by the end unit, unit 5, I don't require them to turn that into me anymore. Like, so I'm trying to get them to own it and to
Mhm.
become a habit for them. And so I feel by requiring it in the beginning and going over it with them and showing them how to do it and why it's useful and how to use it to their advantage to help them be as successful as they want to be, uh, then kind of me backing off, me backing off, me backing off, and by the end I'm like, okay, you got this, you can do it, you know how, you have the strategies, you build it. I want them to realize it's them that's succeeding and it's not me, the teacher. So I show it, I encourage, I foster it, and then I kind of, take the training wheels off and say, see, you're the best student that you can be now, and so go take any class you want.
That's great, Jodi. Thank you so much for bringing your gifts, your talents, your passion, and your experience to AIM Academy. We're really excited and honored to have you, and we know that there's several more additional courses that we will be offering through you in the upcoming years. So I'll look for another opportunity to tell our families more about those.
Great, I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, I think